You are listening to Phoenix and the Hummingbird, Chapter 9, story written and created by Jasper BlackLace, audio by Kawushi. Genevieve's POV. The next morning, I was way too hungover. The night before, after everything that happened, I drank my feelings away with brandy. Couldn't fuck away the pain, so my only other option was booze. I was told by my maids that Lucinda requested a private meeting this afternoon, which I am concerned about. I can tell she is slowly working her way into my brother's heart a lot faster than I expected. I kept my fit casual, as later today I plan to go for a walk through my brother's garden. I was in a short dress, skirt halfway down my thighs, and a low V-line showing off my curves beautifully. I pulled my hair back into a high ponytail before making my way towards my brother's office. On my way there, I saw Ophelia once again out in his garden, which I thought made him angry. Even so, I didn't have to go to the meeting quite yet, and for some reason, I can't help but be drawn to her. As I got closer, I noticed her hair pulled back into a thick braid with small butterfly clips flying down it. Her dress was once again long and reached to her ankles, sleeves reaching to her wrists. The dress was slim-fitting and showed off her assets far too well. I can't deny my mouth watered instantly. I walked over to get a better view as to what she was looking at, and it was a group of baby bunnies frolicking in his herb garden. There were 3 golden ones, 1 black, and 6 brown. One was up on her lap enjoying a small piece of carrot she asked for. Seems like you're good with animals. My sudden speaking must have scared her to death as she jumped back, causing the little golden bunny to hop off, leaving its treat behind. Ophelia landed on her butt, getting dirt all over the backside of her dress and ripping the knees, causing a slight scrape. Shit. Sorry about that. Without hesitation, I rushed over to her, placing my hands under her arms and lifting her. She couldn't have weighed over 80 pounds. No, sorry. I know I shouldn't be out here. I just wanted to see these guys again. She signed to me quickly as her interpreter spoke to me directly. It appears she doesn't have her notepad with her right now. It's all right. I'm sure my brother won't mind because he loves animals, especially small and fluffy ones. Now, besides that, let's go to my room so I can help you clean up. She backed away from me, shaking her head. Don't even think about saying no. I caused this mess. I will be fixing it. I have pride, you know. She flinched at my stubborn attitude. And can you please get her notepad? I would rather not be followed by staff from your estate. No disrespect whatsoever, of course. I don't need them spying on my personal preferences, and my fascination for women cannot be found out, and frankly, this girl will be far too dense to figure it out. Besides, I'm staying celibate right now, so I have everything away anyway. Yes, ma'am. I will bring it right away. Please have it delivered to my office in 10 minutes. My maid will bring it from there. I grabbed Ophelia's hand and started leading her from the garden back towards my room, and she followed behind quietly. When we reached my room 15 minutes later, her notebook was on my desk along with some bandages and antiseptic. Welcome to my woman's cave. I glanced over my shoulder at her as she walked into my office behind me and shut the door. Now get over here so we can get you washed up and changed. I turned to notice she hadn't moved from the door, as if refusing to go get washed up. Ophelia? She shook her head and pointed to my changing screen, as if asking to change in private. You want to change on your own? She nods to me without meeting my eyes, which makes my heart stall. I walk toward her and lift her chin to me. Look me in the eyes when you're talking to me. You have more strength than this. Her eyes were damp as she looked at me in the eyes. I sensed her fear. It wasn't directed at me, but to what she didn't want me to see. If you want to change alone, that's fine. You have that right, Ophelia. Don't ever feel like you have no right to do what you want. Not with me. Now get behind that screen, and I'll give you one of my old dresses. Her gaze filled with relief and hope as she walked away from me towards the screen. I assume you would like a similar style? I ask, smiling at her as if she looks back at me and nods softly. As she ducks behind the screen, I begin looking through my old gowns, finding a thin-fitting gown from when I was 17. It had long sleeves and was a deep maroon color with white flowers on it. I handed it to her, and she took it from me with a smile. You know, I'm kind of glad you got to stay. It's nice to have someone my age around, and honestly, you're very interesting. I heard her shuffling around behind the screen before she popped out from behind it with a slight blush before turning away, gesturing to the corset back. Oh, silly me. I didn't realize it had a corset. Did you want something else? She shook her head and walked towards me. She stopped just in front, pulled her hair over her shoulder, and spun her back towards me, asking me to lace it up. It would be my pleasure, beautiful. Just tap my knee if it gets too tight. My compliment was unexpected and went completely unregistered before I saw her shoulders slightly tense for a brief second before relaxing. I pulled her back a bit as I sat in my desk chair, placing her between my thighs, and began lacing the corset. My skin heated as her hips brushed the sides of my thighs, sending a shock of pleasure to my core, causing me to bite my lip briefly. I quickly finished lacing her up before spinning her towards me as I stood. Now sit. Time to bandage your knee. She blushed harder as she sat before me. I knelt on one knee and slowly lifted her skirt. I felt her shift hard as my hand brushed her inner thigh, and I pulled her knee towards me. Her black tights hid her golden skin, but it didn't hide the blistering warmth radiating from it. I dabbed her scrape with some antiseptic. Can you lift your tights, or do you want me to bandage over it for now, and your sister can fix it later? I felt her try to pull away at my question, giving me my answer. So I held her a bit tighter in place before wrapping her leg with a bandage before standing up before her. I'll call for your head maid to come get you. Please be more aware of your surroundings next time, silly girl. I pat her gently on her head before turning towards my office door. I called the guard to go call for her staff before returning to the room. I hope next time we meet I'll get to hang out with you without all the dangerous outcomes. I laughed before I hear a knock at the door. That was fast. I opened the door to Lucinda with her arms crossed over her chest and annoyance coating her features. Before any words escaped her mouth, she saw Ophelia in my dress and a bandaged knee, and the annoyance became that of death, making my heated skin become that of a corpse. You have completed Chapter 9 of Phoenix and the Hummingbird, story written and created by Jasper BlackLace, audio by Kawushi. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next time.